What's up, YouTube? All right, new video. So I decided to go pick up the new X-Shot Fury X. I must say, it is worth it. I bought it a few days ago. I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 days ago. Basically, this has been in the box up until like 15 minutes ago, basically. And the reason for that is I bought 2 blasters. The second blaster I'm going to review in a different video. That is the Striker 2.0. It is a great addition to my collection. I wanted something different, something new, something that hits hard, but just, I don't know, different design, different ergonomics. Long story short, I went and got that blaster, so I'll review that after this one. But since I just opened this one, I've watched a bunch of reviews. I personally feel like now that I've taken it out of the box, this thing is pretty cool, bro. Like the quality of it feels extremely good. It doesn't feel cheap. Now with X-Shot, we're pretty much used to like these cheap blasters, which aren't bad because the quality of the performance is pretty nice. That's something we've come to know and love pretty well. I mean, to be honest, the quality isn't too bad on this one, but this one is a lot lighter than this one. Yeah, so this thing is interesting. I've seen some videos where people say that, well, I think it was X-Fox, so shout out to Joe. He said that certain mags don't work well with this blaster, which I don't have that many mags to really know from experience, but I do have a lot of Dart Zone mags, and I use the Striker 2.0 mag within this blaster, which looks really nice, by the way. So here's that mag right here, and now, does it look nice? Yes. I'll give it like a 9.5 out of 10 for style points. Like that curved mag looks pretty awesome, but more importantly, okay, that time it did it, but it doesn't gravity drop all the time. So my point that I was going to make is the only issue I've seen so far with the magazines with these blasters is that they don't gravity drop. Okay, I don't know what's going on, bro. Maybe it's performing for the camera, but I just opened it like 15 minutes ago. I got a few shots out, like no more than 10. I loaded this mag, tried it out, it was very nice. Tried this mag, it looked nice, shot nice, but it wouldn't gravity drop. And here it is gravity dropping just fine, 3 times in a row. I look like a liar now. Like maybe it has like, I don't know, self-improving mechanisms inside. Okay, see? Look, it's not gravity dropping. And I'm hitting the switch from both sides. It's not gravity. Okay, you can pull it out, as he said to her before he left that house that night. Yeah, it doesn't always gravity drop, so sometimes you gotta pull out, which is not bad, you know. You can only gravity drop in real life if she's on top, but that's just my opinion. And it doesn't always gravity drop, so you gotta pull out. That's good advice to anyone out there who's in a real life situation where you need to pull out. If she don't let you gravity drop, you gotta pull out. Anyways, now it does gravity drop just fine with the regular mag. Goes in pretty easily. The back pull out method, pull out from the back, that works just fine. So you can pull out from 2 ways, from the front, you can pull out from the back. So X-Shot is keeping us fellas in mind when they make these blasters, these pump action blasters with slam fire, so you can have rapid recessions of pumps to blast your darts. Metaphors in use, but yeah, no, for sure though. I've heard someone say in the comments in one of whose video was it? I don't know whose video it was. Sorry for the creaking. It's my chair. The chair is, well, old. I need a new chair. Comment below if you know what kind of chair I should get. Doesn't matter. But point of the matter is, someone said that if you take the spring from the X-Shot Pro Long Shot, obviously the basic spring, or what do you call it, the stock spring, put it into this, you get like about 175 FPS. I don't know if that person has a chronograph, or maybe they're just guessing, but that was a recommendation. I saw that in a comment on somebody's video. Anyways, the most important part is that my X-Shot Pro X is like out of commission right now because the plunger tube completely crushed under its own power and performance. So it is literally no longer usable until I modify it, upgrade it, of course. But that spring, once I upgrade it and modify it, I will no longer have a use for that stock spring. So I'm going to put it into here. I am planning to, I don't know, do that maybe after this review, or maybe I'll just add that into this review. We don't know yet. We'll see. But I wanted to give my opinions about it so far. The quality of this thing is really nice. Like, so you pull it backwards, which looks pretty cool, by the way. Push it forward. It would be dope if you can pull it back and had like the little return spring for pre-priming it. Also, speaking of which, this blaster reminds me of two other blasters because it shoots pretty good, bro. Like, I'm not really the biggest fan of like 130 FPS, 140 FPS. That's all good and everything. I don't see that as like some serious power. Am I aiming at the camera? I'm sorry, I got bad trigger control. I'm joking. It's pretty flawless. Anyways, my favorite FPS range is about 250 to 300. I feel like once you shoot one dart out and you see how fast it gets to the target, you really don't want to settle for less. I feel like this would be considered less. However, I did not shoot a 300 FPS blaster today, so my senses towards that amount of speed is still pretty numb. Maybe not numb. Maybe more so like, I don't know. Let me think. What's the word I would use for this? I don't know. But I just know that if I shoot my Harrier right now, the performance is going to be mind-blowing in comparison to this. Then when I go back to shoot this afterwards, it's going to feel pretty weak. But because I have not shot a blaster that is super powerful today, like, the performance that I'm getting from this is pretty phenomenal, bro. Like, I got blasters everywhere. It's better than something like this, which shoots pretty good. Yes, I do have worker darts inside of this thing because this thing is a champ, bro. It is awesome. This thing shoots pretty hard though. Like, basically, my idea of speed comes from the performance of Nerf guns of when I was a child. I'm like 38, right? So when I was a kid, Nerf guns were like pretty weak, bro. Like, this, as stupid as it looks, it doesn't look that stupid, but as childish as it looks, the much cooler Nerf guns as a child, when I had them, they didn't come with short darts, obviously. That's a relatively new thing. They didn't look as cool. Actually, they look cooler than this, but the performance was terrible. It was like Elite 2.0 darts that were just uneven. But yeah, this thing here has like extremely good performance. I mean, using short darts, of course, is going to be a little bit better. That's about like the same amount of power as the Dart Zone Max Outlaw. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of funny coming from that little thing, right? It's like the little pea shooter from Men in Black. Anyways, so this reminds me of two different blasters. I brought them right here next to me. I'm going to show them to you. And it reminds me specifically of one of these blasters in its stock configuration. Like stock for stock. This one and the one I'm going to show you, which is this one, the Aeon Pro. Now, Aeon Pro stock, you know, like, I'm saying stock like I'm referring to the butt stock where you prime it. I'm just saying stock. Like, this thing is unmodified. We're also going to compare it to this one, the Aeon Pro X, the APX. It's a pretty cool name, APX. This one is modified. So, also the X-Shot Fury X comes with 40 short darts, which is super sweet. The day I bought that blaster, I ended up getting 80 darts because I bought the Striker 2.0 plus this, and they both came with 40 darts. So, worth it. And the Striker 2.0 mags looks freaking phenomenal, dude. This video is not even about the Striker. It's not even about it. Why do I even bring it up? We're supposed to be doing a comparison of this one, this little bad boy, to this one. I mean, I think this one's more powerful. I'm pretty sure. I don't have a chronograph. I can't prove it. I don't have the scientific data to tell you that it's one way or another. I don't know. Got shit going on. All right. Jesus, bro. I haven't used this thing in God knows how long, but that prime is serious. No joke. And that's for a stock blaster. Stock. I'm not bragging because, you know, I don't know who's watching this video. You could probably have like a worker Seagull that hits like 280. And you're like, dude, an Aeon Pro X? You think that's tough? You think that's strong? That ain't nothing. So the prime is stiff for this blaster. I was going to shoot the wall directly in front of me, and I realized the likelihood of this thing backfiring back at me. Aeon Pro X. These companies are getting better and better with these gravity drops. Seriously. Like, not even joking. They're getting so much better. Like, all the newest mags from Dart Zone and their newest lineup of blasters, their mags are insane. The mag symmetry is great. Oops, wrong way. See that nice out of Dart sticker? There we go. Wait, is that way? There we go. Out of darts. This thing has the upgrade spring plus 2 spacers. The upgrade spring from Dart Zone. Now, I know this hits harder than both of these. Probably hits harder than my Striker 2.0. The safety off. This thing feels dangerous. And because it's such a problem to take out all these screws, plus another back cap, not to mention ordering the spring and waiting for the spring, then taking this crap off, which, no offense, it'd be easier if it was maybe a complete screw on. That would be great. But getting the spring in the mail, putting it in, after all that jazz, you're stuck with a prime so heavy, you can barely pull it back unless you're like swole. Or you got a stock, which I don't have one on, but when you put a stock on this, you pull it back and prime it, it is like super easy, like strange, because right now I'm struggling. But bro, this thing shoots insanely hard. No words. No words. No words for that. That thing is mind-blowing, bro. The amount of power you get out of this thing, I can't wait to get a chronograph. It has had less than 100 shots, maybe less than 50 since the upgrade. Probably less than that before the upgrade. All right, so we got the Aeon Pro X Aeon Pro with a Mark 1.2 muzzle flash. Yeah, that, you know, like that's they top prime the same for the most part. This one has a, I think in my opinion, has a lot cooler top prime. It's painted on both sides, which is nice. And it kind of gives me the feel of like the Dart Zone Mark II when you prime it back. It has like the priming sled just extended. That's pretty cool. I think I see an O-ring. I'm not sure if that's an O-ring or not, but it looks like it. And noticeably less powerful than this. I think this is empty. Yeah, I forgot to shoot this one. I don't know if that was max power or not because, well, the spring was just sitting and resting in that primed state. But geez, that's a hard prime. The real loudness is from the wall impact. So the pop of the blaster is loud too, of course, but the slap against that wall is insanely loud. The wall slap sounds super hard, bro. I'm gonna stop doing that. But I just want to give you a nice little comparison of these two. I thought that was loaded for some reason. It's not, thank God. This one shouldn't be. because I can only load it about 2 times, maybe 3 times before having to use a stock, because just the regular way, no, bro. That thing does not want to cooperate because it is so strong. Anyways, that is the review of this blaster. I don't know. I guess if you guys are going to go pick one of these up, I think it's really worth it. If you wanted to do like an indoor battle, I mean indoor like in your apartment, in your house, like, I don't know, you can harass like people who you live with. I don't think this is as painful as something that's like this. This, if you shooting this indoors at people, that is an extremely bad idea. You're gonna seriously hurt somebody. It's not every shot that will hurt, because they're all gonna hurt for sure. But the most dangerous shots are in places where you would least expect to shoot someone if you're just horsing around. Like the eyes, for example, which is why you have to wear goggles. Anyone who's having a Nerf battle should be wearing goggles. If you're not included within the game, you shouldn't be too close because darts do spiral. And if you're not wearing safety goggles, and you know, that's a bad place to be hit at any point in time, among a few other places like your neck, your lower part of your body. So yeah, I would say indoor battle, this one's pretty decent. I think it'll hurt, but it won't leave like any damage in your body. With that being said, I am not willing to shoot myself. I would, but like I said, it does hurt. It's not going to damage you. I think either one of those Aeon Pros are going to put a whelp on your body. Maybe the Aeon Pro, just a whelp. The Aeon Pro X, you're going to get a whelp, all right. But the pain's going to be like times 50. Yeah, so this one's pretty nice, dude. Like, the quality of the plastic is nice, the prime is nice. I know that there's different barrel collets you can get to extend the barrel, get a new, what do you call it, a new spring. There's people who are like, not there's people, but there's companies like Xfox. What they do is they create like all other kinds of attachments, like, what do you call it, stock attachments, butt stock attachments. So I don't know, I would do that now that I have it. Having it in hand, that grip is not bad. It's pretty good. I have like large hands, like as you can see. That grip is not bad at all. I feel like on the Game Face Try-On, this piece here, kind of like, I don't know, just not as comfortable, where you have no choice but to hold it anyways. So that sucks. But yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. Nice, cool, long pink mag. This color reminds me of like Easter, like those little Easter eggs, those little plastic ones you crack open, and usually someone stuffed candy in there because you don't Easter egg hunt. This kind of gives me that impression, except for there's no candy involved. That sucks. Anyways, so yep, that's the review of this blaster here. I will see you in the next one, where I'm going to review the Striker 2.0. See you guys soon.